All right, awesome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone all around the world. I'm so excited to be on this powerful training we're going to be doing today that's going to take you to the next level. This training is very, very vital. Everyone understand how to get to the next level in their business. So I'm going to start off by the first thing you have to do before you start climbing up the ranks in World Global Network is you have to become what we call a team builder. A team builder. And I'm going to explain to you, this is the first step. Before you get any rank with this company, become a team builder. And I'll tell you how to become a team builder. As you can see in the diagram above, this is you, okay? This is Pastor Sukami. This is Mubaji. This is the person that opened up the business, okay? When you sponsor someone on your left to the business, which is your number one, and you sponsor someone on your right, you become a team builder, okay? Now, the next step you want to achieve, to climb up the rank is become a team developer. You want to become a team, I'm going to correct that one. Your goal is to become a team developer, okay? When you get to a team developer, how do you become a team developer? You bring number one brings 3 and 4, okay? You bring number 2 on your right, number 2 brings 5 and 6. You become a team developer. This opens up all the possibilities in this business opportunity. This is your ticket to success in this business. If you haven't achieved this structure, you have not opened up the wealth in the compensation plan, okay? This needs to be done. This is very vital. We have team developers in this opportunity because this opens up the wealth to success, okay? So how do you achieve this team developer? Very easy. This is you. Bring one person to your left, bring 2, bring one person to your right. So bring 2, help these 2 people, bring 2, and you become a team developer. So this is you, you brought number 1. Guess what? Number 1 brings in number 3 and 4, okay? You brought number 2 on your right-hand side. Number 2 brings 5 and 6. I hope this is crystal clear because you need to get this before we move on. I'm going to repeat it 3 times. This is going to be the 3rd time because I really want us to get value from today's training. I need you to train someone else after you get this today. So to become a team developer, which opens up the compensation plan to the fullest, okay, is the first thing you need to do is to bring number 1 on your left. Number 1 brings 3 and 4. And your number 2, you bring number 2 your right. Number 2 brings 5 and 6. This opens up all the full benefits of your compensation plan. Now we're going to talk about ranks. And we're going to talk about how you recycle in this compensation plan. Okay. So the system that this company uses is called a binary system. And I'm going to be breaking it down in more explanation. But I want to explain to you what a binary system is. A binary system is a system of 2. One on the left, one on the right. It's binary means 2. So the system we have is a binary system, and it's a 50 by 50 binary system. There are different types of binary system in multi-level marketing. We have 1/3 over 2/3. We have 1 leg. We have the smaller leg, and all kinds of binary system. The system that World Global Network has is a binary system. It's a 50 by 50 binary system, and I will be explaining that in details. 50 by 50 means you need to have the equal amount of volume on your right and your left in order for you to get paid in the cycle. And we're going to look at that because I know that I need to break that down so you guys get that part. But just put behind your mind, it's a 50 by 50 binary system. The next thing we're going to talk about is recycle. So you get paid every Tuesday for your retail profit, your direct sales, whatever profit, and you recycle every Tuesday. So what this recycle every Tuesday means is the system calculates how much volume you've accumulated on your left and how much volume you accumulated on your right and pays you cash for it. Okay, this is not wholesale profit. This is not direct sales profit. This is from the binary, your sales volume. We're going to be looking more deep into that. And I'll give you guys some good explanation here today. So the system looks before Tuesday night and sees how much you've accumulated on the binary on the left and right, and it pays you out based on 50-50. Okay? So we have one pay cycle every week. You get paid 4 times a week. So it calculates what you have made from that week and pays you on Tuesday. So using the 50-50 binary, it looks for 50% on your right, 50 on your right, match it up and pay you. We're going to look at an example. I know it's kind of confusing now, but trust me, you're going to get it today. Whatever unused volume is forwarded to the next week. Okay, so it looks for 50 on the right, 50 on the left in terms of adding volumes. Whatever volume you have left is forwarded to the next week. Okay, we have extended pay cycle with World Global Network. So sometimes they'll tell you, and you get an email, we have extended this week pay cycle. So instead of 1 week, which is 7 days, they increase it. Sometimes they increase it to 14 days. Sometimes they increase it to 1 month. What's the essence of this pay cycle? So your ranking has to be done within the pay cycle. Very important. I repeat, your ranking has to be done within the pay cycle. So whatever point you accumulate will be calculated for that week and your rank will be given to you that week. If they extend the 7 days to 14 days, okay, your rank is going to be calculated within the 14 days, but the average standard days is 7 days. It is sometimes extended, but put 7 days behind your mind. So whatever you want to achieve has to be done within that week. Now we're talking about, we're going to talk about the 50 by 50, but I want you to understand where your sales volume is coming from. So each package that everyone has, either you have the Biozin personal package, the Hilo LX Plus package, they all come with a fixed sales volume. The volume is fixed, it doesn't change, it's fixed. So I'll give you an example. If you have a Biozin personal package and you sponsor, the sales volume on that package is 150, okay? If you sponsor number 1, you're going to have 150 sales volume deposited on your left-hand side. So you have 150 here, okay? Now, if you bring another personal volume on your other side, you have another sales volume of 150 deposited here. So 150 here and 150 here. You recycle that week. How do you recycle? It now equals out because you have 150 on your right, you have 150 on your left. And what the company does is a computer pays you 20% of that 150 that you accumulated on your right and you accumulated on your left. And we'll look at more detailed explanation. Okay, so this is an example of a binary system just like the one we have. So we're going to use 102 as our lefts, 002, and we're going to use 003 as our rights. So it pays when leg A, this is leg A, this is leg B. This is leg 002, this is leg 003, okay? When it pays when the leg A and B matches. So when your volume matches, the computer pays you out. And I'll give an example. If 002, okay, let's say you have a professional pack here, And the volume, the sales volume in a professional pack is 1,200. So 1,200 is going to be here, okay? Let's say in 003, you have another professional pack. The sales volume of the professional pack is 1,200. So another 1,200 is deposited here. What has just happened? Pay from leg A and B, when they match up, the computer pays you. So you just match up 1,200 on your left, and you matched up 1,200 on your right. So now, because you matched up that volume, the computer pays you 20% of 1,200, okay? Now, let's say 10%, for example, if you have a single pack of 1,000 volume, it's $100. 10% of 1,000 volume. Now, 10% of 1,200 volume is $120. So if you had a family pack and above, you should have made 240 US dollars from the binary. Okay, this is minus the other profit you make, like your direct sales profit and other profits you make in the business. This is just from the binary. So when you match up your left and your right, 1,200, 1,200 here, the computer pulls 1,200, which is the match, and pays you 20% of that match. If you're a team developer that week, it pays you 25%. So now you've gone from 20% to 25%. Okay, let's use another example. And I need you to understand this before we go into the rank. That way you know, you have a better understanding of how to go up with the ranks. Now, let's have another more conflicting example. So if your 002, which is your left, has a Builder LX Plus, the Builder LX Plus, the sales volume is 700. So we have 700 sales volume here. Okay, now on this side we have 003 has, let's say 003 has a Biosyn personal pack. Now the personal pack comes with a sales volume of only 150. So the person you put on this side gave you a volume of 150. The person on this side gave you a volume of 700. Okay, remember now, it's a 50-50. What the computer wants to do, it wants to match up your volume. So it takes the 150 from here, okay, matches up with 150 here, okay. When you subtract the 700 you have here minus the 150, okay, now you have a deposit of 550, which is going to be carried over to the next pay cycle. So it pulled the 150 here, and pulled the 150 here and paid you 20% of the 150 you accumulated in volume. I'm going to repeat this. If 002 has a Hilo LX Plus with a higher volume of 700, okay, and you have a personal pack on 003 has a sales volume of 150. So it picks out the lowest volume, which is 150. It takes 150 from 002 and match it up. When they match it up, they pay you 20% of 150. Okay. Now what is left? Remember you had 700 here. Now that's 700. It's going to be rolled over. And I'm having echo. Give me 1 second.
Sorry, Max. Sorry, Max.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think you need to also state clearly that 001 must have been a package that is worth either family pack and the like. Before you can get 20%. Otherwise, if
you get 10%.
With a single pack, it is 10%. Thank you.
So you guys don't forget, this is a workshop. If you have anything, free to unmute yourself and jump in. So just like Pastor Sukomi said, family pack and above, you get 20% and 25% if you become a team developer. If you just have a single pack, everyone knows it's 10%. So if And I mean, there's noise in the background. Let me mute that. Okay. So I'm going to take this explanation again. The system we use is a 50 by 50, meaning it's finding that what the computer does is trying to match up your volume for you to pay you out, okay? So if you have a personal pack, okay, you only get paid 10% in the binary, okay? 10%, that's all you get paid. If you have a family pack and above, which is the builder package, and above, you're at 20% in the binary, 20% in the binary, okay? Now, I'm going to explain, I'm going to go back again with the explanation so that we can get it. And there's going to be room for questions. Now, if you have a professional pack on your leg here, which is your left, 002, sign up a professional pack. Each package comes with a fixed volume. The volume doesn't change, it's fixed, okay? So on your left, you're gonna have 1,200 deposited, okay? Now, let's say you sign up another professional pack on your right. You just had a sales volume of 1,200 deposited again. Remember, this is you up here, okay? Now, to pay you, it pays when leg A and leg B match. As you can see, it explains, pay when leg A and B match. So remember, we had 1,200 and 1,200 there. That is a match. So what did we match? We just matched 1,200 sales volume, and the computer pays us 20% if you have a family pack. If you have a single pack, it pays you 10%. Okay, I'm going to use another more complicated explanation. If you have a Biozene personal pack here, a Biozene personal pack only gives you a SV. SV stands for sales volume of 150. You get 150 sales volume deposited on your left. Now, let's say you have a Builder LX Plus package. It comes with a fix. Remember, this sales volume is fixed. It comes with a fixed sales volume of what? 700. Remember the formula, match, pays when like A and B match. Now we have 150 here, we have 700 here. That is not a match. So what does the computer do? It takes this 150 and match it up with 150 here. It pays you 20%. If you have family pack or the builder pack and above, if you have a single pack, it pays you 10%. Now, it took you already have 150 here. It took 150 from here and match it up. You have 550 left. That 550 left is forwarded to the next pay period so you don't lose your volume. Your volume is rolled over to the next pay period. The only time you lose your volume, ladies and gentlemen, is when you stop paying your loyalty membership. Take note. Okay, so whatever volume that is left is carried over to the next week. It's going to wait for you over there so you can use it again and get paid. The volume doesn't disappear because it's your hard work. And we're also going to talk about the overspill. I'm going to give you another example. So now, if, for example, this is you right here. You're the income center. You're the number one income center. Now, if number two brings another person here, okay, let's say he brings a professional pack. What's going to happen? The sales volume, now this 002 is the one that brought this person here. Now, it brings a professional pack. What's going to happen? He's going to get a sales volume of 1,200, and you on top, you're also going to get the same volume of 1,200 because you are his sponsor. Anything he does, right? Anything he does right here goes up to you. If he brings 2 million people, guess what? The 2 million people sales volume goes up to you because you brought him to the business, okay? Now, if number 3 brings 3 million people, giving you sales volume of 3 million sales volume, guess what? You get it. And guess what? Who is above this income center 1? Max is somewhere around here. Max gets the same sales volume, flows all the way up. That is why they say positioning is important. If you position yourself in 003 and a ninja, you know what they call a ninja, comes tomorrow and brings a distributor of 1 distributor can give you a sales volume of 250,000, just 1. Now, what's going to happen? Everyone on top is going to get that 250,000 sales volume for what number 3 did. This is why positioning is key. That being said, I'm still going to come back and allude to this, but now we're going to go into the ranks. How do you get up to the ranks? Become number 1, become a team developer. Number 2, this is how you get up the ranks. In your pay period, this is 7 days. Remember, the pay period is in 7 days. Sometimes it extends to 14 days, sometimes more. But fix your mind, it's 7 days. So the first rank is you become a silver, okay? How do you become a silver? You need 100 sales volume. Let's go back to this diagram. So if you have a personal package here and another personal package here, how much is that volume? Already a personal package is 115 sales volume, so you're even above. You're even above. So all you need is 100 here, 100 here. You become a silver member. That's the first ranking. Okay? Now the second ranking is become a gold. To become a gold member, what do? Remember, match, match, match. You need 2,000 sales volume on your right and on your left. So let's say you bring a professional pack, is 1,200, and on top of that, you bring, let's say you bring another builder pack, which is 700, okay? That's already more than 2,000 sales volume. If you do the same thing here on this side, guess what? You've had more than 2,000 sales volume, and you have become what? Because of the match. It's always about the match. Because of the match, it pays you in cash, and guess what? You become a gold member. How cool is that? You're on your way to become a platinum. Okay, and remember, this is not just from your personal sign up. This is from people below you, people in your team working, sending up sales volume to the top, people working, volume goes up. It's not just from you, okay? Now, our next rank is called the platinum. You need a sales volume of 5,000, okay? 5,000, let's go back to our diagram. We want to match 5,000 on our right, 5,000 on our left. So if you bring, let's say you bring about 4 professional packages, okay? 4 professional packages, that will give you over 5,000 in sales volume. And you put 4 professional packages here, that's 5,000 in volume, match it up, you become a platinum, okay? If you want to do it with a single packages, you just calculate how much volume of 150 will amount to 5,000 if you're just doing single pack. So the number is going to be more, okay? The number is going to be more. So it all depends on the packages that are coming into your business that accumulates the volume. So 5,000 on your right, 5,000 on your left, you become a platinum member. Now the next one that everyone loves, and this gives you the opportunity to get a $1,000 car bonus and some extra incentives. It gives you the vacation in April, Costa Rica. I think you have to do this 3 times to become a diamond. So to become a diamond, you need a volume of 10,000 on your right, 10,000 on your left. So meaning you need 10,000 here, 10,000 on your left, from your team members and from you, all accumulated. Okay, this is not just you. Okay, so if number 2 Signs up, let's say 9 professional pack. That's 10,000 in volume. Number 3, sign up 9 professional pack. That's not 10,000 in volume. It pays you 25% if you're a team builder that week, or 20% builder pack and above. Okay. So it pays you 20% of that is what, $2,000, so 2,500 US dollars cash. And guess what? You just became a diamond member. Okay. Now, to become, the next rank is becoming a double diamond. To become a double diamond, what do you need? 20,000 in sales volume on your right and on your left. I believe everyone understands the right and left by now. To become a grand diamond, 30,000 points on your left and right. To become the president, you need a sales volume of 50,000 on your right, 50,000 on your left. Okay, and you get paid 20% of that. Remember, getting paid 20% of that doesn't mean they're not other pays you're gonna make. This is just one pay you get with World Global Network from the binary. There are other payments that is gonna be done, like the Fast Start Profit, like the check matches and the rest of them. This is just ranking. So ranking is by your sales volume you accumulate in a pay cycle. So 50,000 on your right, 50,000 on your left, you become a president. To become a double president, 100,000 in sales volume. On your right, on your left, remember it has to match. When it matches, you become a double president, grand president, 150 in sales volume. 150 on your right, guys, 150 on your left. So 150 on your right team, on your left team, 150 on your other team. It means everyone all the way down. Okay? That gives you, you become a grand president. Now, to become a president millionaire, like the Jeremy, what they did in that pay cycle week, maybe it was extended to 2 weeks, maybe it was extended to 3 weeks, but our goal is 7 weeks. And sorry, 1 week, 7 days. To become a president millionaire, you need to accumulate 250 sales volume, 250,000 sales volume on your right, 250,000 sales volume on your left. Now, the company pays you 20 to 25%. Well, you don't want to be on a single pack when you have this kind of volume. That would be so sorry you're getting paid 10% on 250,000 sales volume. So definitely you must have upgraded to a family builder pack and above. So 250 sales volume on your left, 250 sales volume on your right. Remember, it has to match. 250 here, 250 here. You become a president millionaire. Guess what? You can do it in 1 or 2 days. If you bring 2 stockers or 2 distributors, put one on the left, put one distributor on the right, one distributor on the left, you became a president millionaire in 1 day. How cool is that? Now, double president. Now, the double president, this is the Romasho and the rest of them. They accumulated 500,000 sales volume on their left, and they accumulated 500,000 sales volume on the right. 500,000 sales volume match up, and you become a double president millionaire. Okay, you can do this with your team members. You can do this with your distributor. Anyhow you want to get it done, as long as those volumes match up, you get paid. Now, 20 to 25% of this amount goes into your account, cash money. Now, let's talk about the Nat and the Cheetah. 1 million sales volume. This is what these guys are doing. It has been done. It can be done. You can do it. Max can do it. Everyone listening to my voice can do this. In my previous company, this was chicken chain to us. We were doing this like crazy. So it's not hard. I've seen this being done so many times. And yes, it's possible when you have a team that is exploding, that's duplicating, all these volumes are just accumulating to achieve this ranks. So to become a grand president millionaire like Nat and the Cheetah, 1 million sales volume on your right team, 1 million sales volume on your left. And when you do this in the pay cycle, right? When you do this in the pay cycle, you become a president millionaire. This is where you get the private jet. This is where you get the luxurious paid for car. This is a $200,000 worth car and above. And this is when you get 1% of what the company makes every single year. Now, I can tell you what the company made in 2016. When they first launched Hilo, they made almost 160 million or 200 million thereabout. You get 1% of that just because you're a president millionaire and above. So those are some of the incentives. So just a recap on how to achieve these ranks. All you need to do is match up your sales volume on the right and match up your sales volume on the left. So you match up silver 100 on the right, you match up silver 100 on the left, you become a silver member. How cool is that? Now you want to become a diamond and go for that luxury trip in Costa Rica. All you need, guys, 10,000 sales volume on your right, 10,000 sales volume on your left. And guess what? You're now a diamond member. This is not your personal volume. It's called group volume. So what the group of people are producing under you. You don't have to be the one that sponsored them. It could be your 10th generation, someone you don't even know. The beauty about this business is when it explodes, you cannot know all the people in your business. If you have a team of 50,000 people, for example, not in a cheater, you're under their team, they don't know you, but they're gaining from you. This is the power of people coming together. Okay, so when we have an explosive team, which is already happening, it's going to happen. What's going to happen? You're going to wake up and see 500,000 volume in your account. You don't even know who did it. You have to go back and figure out where that's coming from. Why? Because one person brought a distributor and he bought probably 300 units, and all of a sudden you got 250,000 deposited. Everyone is dancing. It's Christmas for everybody because of one thing one person did in our team. So group volume accumulates to this rank. You have to accumulate it what? On your left and right. And what do you have to do? You got to match it up. You got to have a twin. Remember, you have to give birth to a twin. This is a better example. Give birth to twins of the same volume. You can't give birth to just one person, twins. You give birth to one twin on your right, you give birth to that twin on the right, they look alike, they match alike. Guess what? You achieve your goal. You achieve that volume that gives you the rank. So we're gonna take questions. Please, just to reduce the noise, you can unmute yourself, ask any question. We wanna make sure everybody gets this today, and you can explain the same thing to a new member that joined your team. Remember, guys, I always say there are two types of leaders you're producing. The leaders that want to be succeeded, or you're producing leaders that want to be needed. You don't want to be needed. You want to empower your downline. You want to empower your people. When you empower them, you're going to get less calls because now you empower them to empower other people. But when you don't empower them to empower the people, everyone comes to you for empowerment. Okay, so this training is to make sure everybody gets it. No question is stupid. Some people are fast, some people are slow, but when they get it, they get it. They're good to go. So I'm going to open it up for questions. You can please unmute yourself. Let me see where the unmute button is. You can unmute yourself and just throw in those questions. We're here to answer any type of question regarding this ranking. It's important that we get it. I mean, if I did a good job explaining it, I guess there'll be no questions at all, but I still think questions are good. Some people are shy to ask questions, but one question that clarifies one person might help the other person. So, questions, who have questions? I hope I'm not talking to myself. Can someone unmute themselves so let me make sure we're communicating? Awesome. So questions, throw in the questions. Let's trash this out today. Everyone is going to be able to train this. Questions? Is there no questions? I'll tell you what we're going to be doing every Tuesday. We're going to pick one person that's going to train on this ranks. So if you don't get it, you better ask question now, because you might be the person doing it next Tuesday. Every Tuesday, one person is going to train on this topic. And this is going to be the topic for the whole month. Next month, we're going to change it. So is there anyone that have a question regarding ranks? I'm going to post in the group the next 2 or 3 trainers for the month every Tuesday who are going to train us on the ranks. I can't believe there's no question. Was that explanation so good? Okay, Andra, are you on? Any questions, Andra? Let me see who's on. Francisca, Hawa, Mercy.
Questions?
Okay.
Good evening, Matt. Good evening, everyone.
Evening. Go ahead, take it away.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Andra. Good to hear from you.
Thank you. Yeah, I quite understand. I know some of the things you taught us, though it's like a fresh teaching about the parts when it comes to the professional parts and the others that have been added. So it's a good enlightenment. Been enlightened and we're ready to run.
Awesome.
The air is fresh and there's still time to do all that we need to do. Thank you so much for your time as usual and the passion which you communicate. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Great stuff. Great stuff. Who else has anything to add to today's training? If you don't have a question, go ahead.
Okay, I want to find out if you said you have certain sales volume on your left, certain sales volume on your right. Doesn't necessarily mean they have to come from you and your teammates. What if you have from your upline to make up some sales volume probably on your right and your left, as the case may be? Will that one still count? Say probably from your team downward, you had 500 on one leg, or let's say from your team downward, you had like 50 on one leg and you have 100 on your personal leg. Then on your common leg, your upline was not able to help you out with like 50 or let's say 60. For that week, it's now going to be 100 on one leg and 110 on one leg. Will that count for you to move to the next rank?
Good question. Absolutely, it's going to count. Any volume that enters your account is yours, either from your upline, your sideline, your downline, whatever line. For example, if Edmirsa brings someone, Edmirsa is above me. If he brings someone, guess what? You get that volume is counted into your ranking system. So you get it too, it's counted. Does that make sense, Mawalaji?
Sure. Then I have another question.
Okay.
The other question is, can you rank advanced without being a team developer?
So the first step is you want to become a team developer to rank advanced. So that's your first step, achieve the team developer.
Okay.
And by the time you're already making all this rank, there's no way you should have been a team developer already, making 10,000 or 5,000 or even 2,000 in sales volume. Definitely you're a team developer already.
One question, Max.
Right.
If you say somebody has to be a team developer, which is actually the basis for arriving at the ranking structure of the company, what about those people that just joined, get large volume and become president millionaire straight away without having anybody under them? How do we marry them? I understand very perfectly that for you to begin to arrive at the ranking structure in the company, you've got to first of all become a team developer. That is understandable. But the one I don't understand is somebody is actually, somebody just comes in with so huge whatever, and they become president millionaire in one day. Because we saw one or two of them like that during the last convention. How do we marry it? Because nobody is under him. He just comes up and then gets such volume and becomes president millionaire.
Okay, so good question. Let me clarify that one. Good thing you brought it up. I don't want to confuse you on that. So what the team developer does, it opens up the opportunity for the incentives. Okay, but the company will not deprive you if you bring two people that gives more, brings a volume of 1 million on the right, 1 million on the left the same day. You become a president millionaire, but guess what? All the benefits is going to be lost. The full benefit of becoming a team builder. One, you're definitely not going to be at 25%. Obviously, you're going to be at 20%. So you're just going to get paid on the binary. That's all you're going to get paid for. And you achieved, you achieved the president millionaire. But guess what? If the person under you that you're supposed to make 10% from, you're not making any 10% from that person because you have no rank status. Does that make sense? I hope I'm not confusing you. Because
that's okay.
for you to do the check matches, for example, you have to become a team developer.
Yeah.
You have to be a team developer to benefit from check matches. So you're going to be losing a lot just doing president millionaire in one day. Well, you really don't have too much to lose. That's a good way to start up. But it's good that we train our people to become team developers. So it opens up all the questions, all the minuses that we might have concern about. Let's just open it up one time and we're not confusing ourselves. Is this possible? Is that possible? The main thing is we want to train them to become team developer. That way the compensation plan just opened up, just like a rose flower opening up. And you have no problem to be questioning, why is this, that, or why is that not this? And the check matches alone is huge. It's huge. If that person that you just brought brings another person that invests as a distributor, guess what? And he makes that money, you just missed the check match, which is a huge amount of money. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Max. Okay, Pastor, I want to come in here to say that yes, they become president millionaire in one day, but nobody wants to lose their check match. What some didn't tell you is that becoming president millionaire is beyond just bringing your volumes on your left on your right. They strategize, and part of the strategy involves them becoming team developers. So every one of them are all team developers. They can decide to come in as president millionaire today, or probably they've heard about the business 1 week ago or 30 days ago. So they strategize. They have all the people that want to come into the organization already, probably to come in on their left and on their right, and they bring in these big volumes. It's just like me, you, Maxwell now. And Maxwell like, oh, I'm launching this business in Nigeria. Hey, you've got to tell your team because I have big guys that are coming into the business. And guess what? We came in under Maxwell, left and right. We brought in some team members, which automatically makes Maxwell, a team developer. And then, and the same day, everybody is coming in the same day, and then the investors, they come in the same day with all this volume landing at once, and they become president millionaire that same day. So it's beyond just them accumulating the volume. Some strategies has been put in place, and definitely nobody wants to lose their check match bonuses. So definitely they have all those in place already.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And I just want to add to that. There's one training, I can never forget this training I took. And the guy is one of the top networker in the whole world. If not, he's probably number 2 or number 1 now in terms of one of the legends in this industry. And he said one thing that really got my attention. He said professionals launch their business. Okay, amateurs sign up. This is one thing where all of us have filled out. Remember, professionals launch their business. Amateurs sign up people into the business. So if you have a new person that just joined the business, what you want to do is that person want to launch their business. If Apple brings out a product, what do? They have a day they launch the products. So what does presidents and President millionaires are doing? You are seeing they went to other companies, they got other top networkers, they were interested in business. They say, you know what, we're going to launch this business at this day, get your people together. Okay, this particular person I was talking about, how he became the top person in his company, what did he do? The day he signed up in his business, he called people, hey, you need, something is going on, I need you in my house at 6. He called the other person, something is going on, I need you in my house at 6. You don't want to miss out. And that day, he launched 50 people, both online and in person. So he said something so powerful. You see, when you bring someone to the business, they need to launch it. That excitement needs to push out. They need to make that call, man. You need to hear this. I just got into something massive. We need to meet today, 6 o'clock. The next person called. We need to meet today, 5 o'clock. In your house, you're having 6 to 7 appointments for a launch of your business. If everyone launches their business, the volume is going to be explosive. And not just, okay, we're going to have one webinar today with Joe. Next week we have with Saul. How about launching it? Bringing a whole group of people that you know to launch your business with the excitement. So that's what a lot of successful networkers have been doing. And they say professionals launch their business. So launch is a good strategy in network marketing, because that excitement of people not even understanding what's going on. I just signed up. You're about to miss up. You're about to miss. The next group I have is coming at 6. If you sign up at 4, those people coming at 6 will be under you. What are you going to do? So there are different strategies networkers use. One good strategy is launching your business, just like every company launch their product. There got to be a launch day to just blast it. Okay, any more questions? The new folks on the call, Happiness, any question? I see Uche on the call. Uche, any question? Mary? Are we good? Or do I have to mute you guys first? Okay, let's start with Happiness. Happiness, you're muted.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, go ahead. Any questions? Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything is okay. I'm still learning.
Okay, but you understand the whole process of ranking now.
Not really. At some point, my phone stopped responding something, but I hooked up later. So I think I will go back and do a replay after the training. Then if I have any questions, I'll throw it to the group.
Okay, so it's been recorded. We're going to post it in the group in the next couple of minutes. So
Did you hear me?
Yes, we heard you loud and clear. So it's recorded. So we're also going to post it in the group for you guys. Okay.
All right.
All right. Awesome. Okay. That being said, I think that if there's any question, please do before we end the call now.
No.
I think someone wanted to say something. Go ahead.
It's Hawa.
Hey,
Good
Hawa.
evening.
How you doing, Hawa?
Yeah, I'm very well.
Good.
I actually joined in late, so I'm gonna have to listen to the recording first.
Okay.
So if there's any question, I'll maybe get back to you later. But just a quick one: is this training going to be every Tuesday, like today?
Right. So what
Is
we
it
want
going to be every Tuesdays?
Yeah, it's going to be every Tuesday. We're going to do this rank advancement training for this month. Next month is going to be a different training because we want everyone to get this section of it.
Okay.
So
Awesome. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for the training.
All right.
And don't forget also the business presentation on Saturday around this time too. Saturday is at 8 o'clock like this too.
So we have
Okay.
a total of what am I saying? We have 3 trainings. We're going to have 3 trainings every week.
That's business.
We have the business training on Saturday. We have leadership training on Thursdays. And this week, Francis is doing the leadership training this Thursday. So every Tuesday, we're going to dedicate it to training about the business. This month, we're doing rank advancement. So next week, we're going to select one person who was on this call today is going to do the training next week, this coming Tuesday. So I can see all the names on the call. We're just going to pick 3 people to finish up this month training for rank advancement. Next month, we're going to switch it to another training. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
awesome.
it does. Yeah. So
Okay.
awesome training. Thank you very much, Max. Thank you very much. We really appreciate this. We appreciate your efforts, your time, and everything. And hopefully, we should be inviting the likes of Jeremy into Nigeria soon. You know.
Absolutely. Our next event, just to give you a sneak peek of the next event, our next event, we're going to have one of the top comedians in Nigeria, AY. We're going to have a top entertainer too as well, and we're going to have our business presentation. So it's going to be out of this world. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. But before that happens, we have to build this business to that level of whereby people see us, we become attractive, and we can bring out the likes of anyone in this company to come for our business presentations. All right, fantastic. So that being said, guys, we're going to end the call today. I want to say congratulations, everyone, for being on this call. It's very important for you and your team member. And that new person who hasn't joined the business, now you have the information to empower them and help them become successful with World Global Network. I want to say good night to everyone and God bless you guys.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Good night.
Yeah.
Cheers. Good night. Yeah.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for being on the call.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Good night.
The pastor. Pastor Mahoma.
Can you imagine? I just read what Constantina asked me. Is everything you they watch, Pastor? Constantina, I'm still in the office in case you want to know.
I know now, I know.
So I'm still in the office.
I mean, they don't give you mega work for office again.
I am still as busy can be. So I am doing this one with one eye. I'm doing some other thing with another eye.
I know.
It's just about commitment. That's all.
I was just looking at your face. I said, Pastor, they do 2 things at the same time.
That's it.
Yeah,
I have 2 reports I'm sending to the head office this night. Yeah, so I'm still very much at work.
To hire you.
You are automatically hired at my PA. Automatically hired.
I hired with no money behind though. I don't hear money. I just hear person who do free work for
hired automatically. No wahala at all. Happiness, I'm waiting for you, Port Harcourt, to that matter we started to. Yeah. We have to seal it up now. We have to seal it up now.
I wonder why you guys are waiting. No? I was waiting in worry self to block the guy. The guy, reply me.
This one, I will handle. I will handle happiness like this, and together we will go there and sort the matter out.
She should meet you this week,
No, very
It has
You
to.
just go and block it.
So
yeah.
happiness,
What do you
I'm waiting for you seriously here.
Sure, I'll be in Port Harcourt soon.
All right, all right. I'm
Yeah.
counting the days. So we'll be
Yeah.
talking.
All
All
Oh
right,
right.
yeah,
all
Okay.
right.
go soon, no,
I'll
because
Yeah.
Yeah,
their snake, they are swallowing 36 million. Oh,
yes, sir.
go.
Yes, sir.
Okay, see you
Yeah.
guys. Bye.
All
Bye.
right, Max. Good night.
Ciao.